Welcome to the Momotorway Grand Prix. This track has too many turns in the first sector. A very simple straightaway, then a drop, then a straightaway for the second sector. And then a pretty long but fast third sector as well. So this track has a spike moguls. A ton of stuff happens in that first sector. A little bit stuff happens in the second sector, and not a lot of stuff happens in the third sector. The second sector is the banked sector, so you gotta watch out there. But yeah, there it is. Let's take a look at our order. Yellow Eye and Clutter, the two winners, excluding Dash and Siren. But the yellow winners have gotten Ps 1 and 2 in this race. The Orangers and Mellow Yellow have gotten third and fourth. The top four are all orange and yellow marbles. That is very impressive for those marbles. Next up, we got Mallard. That's actually Clementon and Yellow. Yellow Eye and Clutter, Clementon and Yellow. I don't think I said those names yet, sorry. Now we got Mallard and Hazy, followed by Siren and Westby. Next up, we got Cosmo and Dash. That's one of the winners that I was talking about, and Siren was also one of those winners. Can't forget them. But anyways, those are those marbles. Then we got Prim and Cerulean, Bumble and Snowy, Shimmer and Pinky Panther, Speedy and Nemo, Sublime and Rojo Uno. There you go. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The 12 laps begin. What will Clutter do on the first turn? Just skips the entire first turn crazily, and that lets them take the lead. Here comes Clementon and Yellow Eye, also there. Most of the top marbles take the outside lane. Yellow Eye tries to get by Clementon around the outside, but Mallard, who took the inside, gets up in a good spot. Here comes Clutter. Clutter versus Clementon. Here comes Westby around the outside, gets by Clementon. Snowy also does the same thing. As we're entering the third sector for the first time, Yellow Eye loses multiple spots as they're battling with Mimo for the home team. Here comes Clementon. Here comes Mallard. Enters second place. What a move from Mallard to take over. What will the Green Ducks do? Around the first turn, not quite anything, and actually loses a spot. The Green Ducks, who blundered back in Season 5, I don't want to talk about it. I'm not a Green Ducks fan, but I just don't want to talk about it. Are trying to make up themselves for a great race at the Momotorway and Obby Crater. Here comes Clementon. Cerulean is in this race, though. Here comes Yellow. Yellow gets up to Clutter's and is now struggling to get up ahead of them. Here comes Clutter, trying to get by Clementon, and does. Clementon drops to third place as Mallard makes the move. As we're rounding the final turn, Mallard cannot make a stick. As here comes Cerulean. Yellow Eye trying to fight back as we're entering lap number 3. Mid-pack, we see Pinky Panther and Rojo Dos in the back as we're entering lap number 3. Clutter has taken the lead. Here comes Dash and Mallard. Dash trying to recover for the Turtle Sliders. Here comes Mallard around the outside. Makes the move. Here comes Clutter. Dash takes the over. And Dash takes P1. What a move from Dash. Clementon also there as well. Passes up Shimmer as we're entering lap number 4. Nice move from Clementon to get by Mallard as we're entering the 4th lap. We're already a fourth through this race. Let's see how much progress we'll continue to build. Dash handles the first sector pretty unspectacularly and is not done well at all. Clementon is now making the move around the outside. 3 collisions there as we're entering the Spike Moguls for the 4th time. Dash handles the drop better, but Clementon gets the exit of the drop better and shoots by into first place as a result. What a move from Clementon. Clementon now stretching the lead as we're entering lap number 5. That lead has just ballooned to nearly a conveyor belt. Lime's also there as well. Here comes Cerulean trying to catch up. Siren's all the way back there as we're entering lap number 5. Nice run from Lime. Lime goes to the inside, dives on Dash. Dash struggles here. Clutter's making a comeback. Shimmer's there. Here comes Mallard and Yellow. Yellow Eye's there as well. Clementon's lead is absolutely massive. Nice run from Lime. Here comes Yellow. Passes 3 marbles. 4 marbles maybe. And gets up to third and now second. Yellow, pole position back in Season 2, has now made their way back. but struggles on the exit of the penultimate turn, and that loses out multiple spots as we're entering lap number 6. Clementon's lead is still a conveyor belt, roughly. Clutter tries to make the move. Yellow there as well. Mimo there. Mimo gets ahead for the home team and now started 18th or somewhere around there. Now is up into 5th. Yellow goes to the inside though. He passes 2 marbles there. Yellow trying to make the move. Here comes Mallard. Mallard. Here comes Clutter. Momo around the outside. Carries Yellow around the outside as well. And that shoots both of their marbles ahead of each other. As we're entering lap number 7, Yellow gets by into 2nd place and is now hounding Clementon. That lead has dropped as we're entering the 7th lap. We're now over halfway done with this race. What will Mallard do? Mallard's all the way back there. I meant Mimo. Mimo loses out to Dash is what they'll do. Clutter's back up to 2nd. Clutter goes to the inside. Clementon to the outside. That's an interesting decision. What will result in? Dash getting by Clutter's what it will result in, and Yellow's there as well. Yellow shoots by Dash and gets by Clementon. Clementon struggles on the exit of the bank turn and struggles immensely as a result. Mimo's also making the move and does. The lead has completely swapped on Clementon as we're entering lap number 8. What a move from the Turtle Sliders. Dash there. Passes up. Entering the 8th lap. Pinky Panther still struggling with Rojo Uno, but there's now Hazy in dead last. This lead battle lets Clutter get up there. Clutter. Now we're about to be, we're just under 2/3 the way here around this track. Dash, handling the turns. Yellow hits the split head on. That lets Clementon get by. Clementon now enters 3rd place after recovery. Dash now trying to get by up to Clutter, but slows to a crawl around the 2nd sector, and Clementon's there. Here comes Snowy. Snowy's battling with Prim. Cerulean's there. Yellow Eye battling with Westby as well, with Rojo Uno there as well. Entering lap number 9. We're now officially 2/3 the way done with this race. Clutter has a pretty good lead. We're about to be 3/4 the way this race. Yellow takes P1. Mimo there as well. Mimo takes over P2, 3, and is now trying to get back up ahead. Yellow, and does briefly, but loses out. That gives Yellow a huge speed onto Clutter. Clutter, who has won back in Season 1, 2nd place back in Season 2, is now about to be losing out to Yellow, and does. Yellow enters the final 3 laps, I should say, with P1. Prim has entered 3rd place, and now the team primary is in a prime spot to get a good position. Clementon tries to get by Prim again and does. Mimo's there as well. Mimo trying to battle up. Here comes Dash back ahead. Yellow struggles. That lets Clutter on the outside. Clutter gets back its P1 position. Yellow trying to make their move down, and goes to the outside. That gives a head straight into Dash, and that lets Yellow take over P1. Clementon there as well. Clementon trying to fight back as we're entering the final 2 laps. Lap 11 of 12. That lead is just under half a conveyor belt. And the gap to 2nd, 3rd is also roughly half a conveyor belt. Clutter trying to make the moves. Handles the 1st sector pretty well and is right on the tail of Yellow. Yellow, though, is gaining exits those turns much better as we're entering the Spike Moguls for the penultimate time. Yellow hits the shark fin head on. Clutter avoids it. What will that do? Yellow trying to handle the outskirts of the track as we're entering the old pit straight. Yellow rounds the penultimate turn for the penultimate time and enters the final lap. Clementon dealing with Dash. Yellow trying to handle the lead right now. Here comes Clutter. Clutter trying to handle the 1st sector much cleaner. Does not hit any of the walls. I don't know if that's better or worse. Clutter hits the split head on, but goes to the inside. But that does slow them down. Then just going straight into the 3rd side. Clutter struggles a lot. That lets Clementon enter the mix. Yellow's lead is expanding. It looks like Clutter, for the 2nd time, will have to take the 2nd place. Clementon jumps out of the track and is basically guaranteed dead last. What a disappointing finish for Clementon. We have not seen that type of track defect before. Yellow wins. Clutter takes 2nd. Dash takes 3rd. Nice run from Bumble to take 4th, followed by Siren and Mimo. Prim, Cerulean, Speedy, Mallard, Shimmer, Starry, Pinky something, Snowy, Westby, Lime, Yellow Eye, Rojo Uno, Hazy, Clementon. Where's Rojo Uno? Where the oh, there's Rojo Uno. So there it is. There's the order. Clementon, absolutely disappointing finish for DNFing the race. Well, technically not DNFing, but jumping off the track when they were about to get like a third or fourth place, drops all the way to 20th for jumping off the track. That's what Mallard did back in the short circuit. In second, dropped to like 7th or 8th, but this time it was not as severe. There, for virtual circuit, there's going to be a safety wall there, an invisible safety wall. That has never happened before, and this time Clementon was not able to be saved by a red flag. So, yeah, I'm trying to make sure that jumping off the tracks don't happen too often. When I said don't happen too often, I meant ever. They shouldn't happen ever, but sometimes making mistakes do occur, and Clementon had to pay their price for their own mistake. You cannot go aggressive into these turns because Clementon now knows that going into a turn head straight without thinking about what could happen could lead you off the track and DNFing. This will slowly be resolved, as this issue will be resolved around these turns, but still sad to see Clementon getting 20th when they're about to get 4th place or 3rd place. But anyways, that will be it for the Momotorway Grand Prix. Pallet Park is next. We'll see you then.